What is up, guys? It's Untitled Studios, and first off, screw you, UPS, for leaving this box out on my front porch where there is no covering from the snow or the rain, when I have an entire back porch that is completely covered by a huge roof and sits on soft carpet that never gets wet from rain. Why? I don't know, but the point is, I hope this isn't wet. The same thing happened with my big green commercial, only this is much worse, and it's not, and it's a rare vacuum. So I hope this is fine, but anyways, let's just get into the unboxing. Let me find my trusty unboxing knife, which is just a regular kitchen knife. There's nothing special about it. There's just snow. I brushed off some of it with my hands because there was a pretty big layer of snow on this, and now there's going to be snow all over my floor, which is always exciting. And yep, it's wet. It's wet. So I apologize. There we go. Made sure to cover up my address. Let me open this first off camera just to make sure there's nothing else that could potentially show my address. And I don't think there is. Now, see, I made a video a while ago when I got the 3522-R and how horrible the packaging was. This is how you do it. How hard is this? Just a bunch of newspapers? This is fantastic. Doesn't need to be all fancy, just a shit ton of newspapers to keep the thing safe and from bouncing around. I hope none of this is anything that can personally identify you, Jonathan, but I will hope that is not the case. Anyways, let's get all this crap out of the way. So we got the handle. Looks like it got a little bit dusty during transit. But there's the handle with the lovely turbo brush, which is the one attachment I don't need because I actually have a lot of these, but that's okay. The Power Glide also has the turbo brush, but that one has not been shipped yet. So I will not complain about having extra turbo brushes. Although this was back before they color coordinated them, so it's a yellow turbo brush with a blue and that front carrying handle. I've never seen that before. That's actually, or I've never had one with that before. That's kind of nice. So there's the vacuum. I'll stand up. Here's the hose, all yellowed up with some nice amount of use. Actually, I don't think any of this is actually wet. And this is perfect. So now I actually have a package to use for whenever I send Caleb the 3522-R. I don't think there's anything else in the box. We'll just pull this out. Shake this off, if we can. Look at this. This cord came off, so we'll fix that. Actually, this one doesn't want to clip in. Because, yeah, doesn't want to clip in, just right there. That's okay. We'll just clip that right there. Should be good enough for now. Doesn't have any of the other attachments, which is unfortunate. I do have some spares. I'm probably going to ask Jonathan, since I won't be picking up the, the 6582, which did have the attachments from what I could gather. I'll ask him and see if he can't put those on the Power Glide. Worst case scenario, he doesn't, then I can find other attachments. I mean, I have attachments that fit this, so that's no deal at all. But yeah, which only begs the screw's already in there. That's kind of smart. So the screw is already in place. Let's move this knife. Where's my screwdriver? It is probably on the floor somewhere. Oh, it's over here. Okay. So, grab this screwdriver so we can drive this screw out with one hand. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Drop that on the floor. Grab the handle with the lovely turbo brush on it. Turbo brush looks like it hasn't been cleaned, but that's okay. I actually made a video on how to clean the Bissell turbo brushes, so I can use my own guidance to figure that out. It's kind of hard to get on with the cord already on the vacuum. Oh, there we go. Just slide it right in. Slide it all the way towards the front. It's flush. And then now we can put the screw in. And there we go. Drive that in. Beautiful, beautiful. And handle is tight. Cord fell off. Huh. And we'll also grab, where'd I put the hose? There it is. There's the hose. Hose has some kinks in it, which I knew that going into it. That's no big deal. So we'll just click that in. Yep, click that in. Grab the wand, push this down in place, and then just... This hose has like a lot of slack to it, which is more than I expected. Maybe that's due to the temperature, I don't know. And there we go. Let's sit down, turn this heater off. So there it is. Bissell CleanView 2 Bagless Deluxe. I don't understand why they call it Deluxe. I don't know what's Deluxe about it compared to the CleanView 2 Plus. Although this did come out before the CleanView 2 Plus. So, I don't know. Bissell loves to make the exact same vacuum 40 different times, change a few colors, and then slap 30 different names on them. So... it's in good shape. Let's check the HEPA filter. This is all beautifully clean. HEPA filter doesn't want to come out for some reason. Oh, there we go. Yeah. This could use replacing. I almost wonder if this was original and it was just never replaced, or if they just got a genuine one and again just didn't replace it for a while. So, we have the 7 height adjustments. A little bit finicky. Nothing a good cleaning can't fix. It's a little bit loose. That seems to be a problem with these machines. Of course, we got the dirt container, all beautifully clean. Missing the outer circular filter, which is interesting. Does still have the premotor filter and the upper tank. Well, it has to have the upper tank filter, otherwise it's not going to work right. But yeah. Missing the outer circular filter, but I mean, I'll probably just take the one from the PowerForce Helix. That are just probably, I can find a replacement online for a couple bucks. And to take this cord again and clip it back on, even though it's not going to stay. I'll have to rewind the cord. Let's see if that'll at least stay on for the duration of this video. Let's get a look at the ratings plate. I believe I've already registered this on Bissell.com because I originally saw the serial plate on Fan of Vacuum's original video. So I already registered this to my Bissell account. But yeah, we can see this was manufactured in 2004. Model 3576-1. Of course, it's a 12 amp model. Big wheels. These it's interesting comparing these wide path bases to the power track bases. But yeah, And they are just as interchangeable as all the other bases, although compared to the Power Track and the Square bases and the Helix bases, these have a different hose opening. So if you swap this with a machine that doesn't have another wide path base like this, you'll have to swap this lower hose, or at least the cuff down here, because that is different. So, but besides that, they're all swappable, just like all the other machines, and just like so many people have gotten furious at me for having the wrong base on the wrong machine. So, it's marked as a stair cleaning handle. That's interesting. I don't know why my camera doesn't want to focus. Probably because it's cold, so it's having a lot of difficulties. Sorry about that. But yeah, so you have that second carry handle option. Wheels seem to be the slightest bit squeaky, but that's no big deal. Anyway, guys, I was going to do, actually the demo of the Helix is recorded. I just need to upload that, so that will be the next upload, probably on either tomorrow or Saturday. And I got all this newspaper and stuff, which will be perfect for whenever I need to sell Caleb the 3522-R. So that'll be all well and good. And in the meantime, let's get all this newspaper out of the way and let's try this thing out. Real quick, we got both of my CleanViews that were made in 2004. So these are both 2004 Bissell CleanViews, and then the Power Track with the wrong base is 2003. And then, of course, compare that to the 2013 Power Force Helix. They're all very similar machines, but you can tell, obviously, in 2004, what Bissell was pushing as the higher-end unit and which one was the cheaper unit. The cheaper CleanViews, obviously they had scrapped the original. They had multiple versions with the just plain CleanView bagless name, but this is the final revision that does have the stretch hose, but not the wide track base or power track base, whereas previous versions had a hard hose, just like the Power Force series. And of course this was the more premium version that had the better filtration system, a turbo brush, a clear stretch hose, and of course the wide cleaning path, HEPA filtration out of the box, that kind of thing. So, you know, turbo brush, you had obviously the better set of tools. Just, you know, you can tell what Bissell was pushing as the higher end machine. I believe it also has a longer cord. Could be wrong on that. Not quite sure yet. I'll have to figure that out. I'm assuming it's a bit longer though. But yeah, that's enough chitter chatter. By the way, I will be testing this CleanView at some point. I've yet to even turn it on. So after I cleaned it out, like I said, I never turned it on when I initially got it. So it'll be the first time I hear it. We will hear it together, but that will be put on hold since I got this. So speaking of turning things on, let's go ahead and do that with this CleanView 2. Real quick, there is one thing that I do absolutely hate about this machine, and unfortunately this will be the exact same story with the Powerglide Platinum. But because the hose doesn't have a mold curve in it, that's how this hose got bunched up, because when you lay it down, you're putting all of the pressure on this hose and kinking it. So, you know, that's probably why it got kinked like this in the first place, because people setting it down obviously bent it in this position. So that's one really unfortunate part about this machine. And unfortunately, Bissell continued that trait with a lot, including the Power Force Helix. Again, we have the hose that sticks out. Only it's even worse on the hard plastic hose because he has all this real estate where you can't have this pushed flush against the wall, which is really, really, really annoying. It's just infuriating. And that's something they actually fixed on the newer Bissells. Like my Big Green Commercial actually does have the curve in the stretch hose in the molding of the plastic, so that's not an issue. And I kind of understand why they did it like this. Maybe it's better for clogs, but it's just really annoying. And I am glad that Bissell, for the most part, went back to the where this is molded plastic, so that way that's a bumper for when you lay the machine down, and you don't have to worry about the hose sticking out like this. So anyways, that's enough rambling. Let's turn the damn thing on. Alright, first time I've ever turned this on. I mean, I saw the video, the previous demo that Fan of Vacuums 2 did, so I do know what it sounds like, but it'll be the first time I'm hearing it, so I'm not going to run it on any of this dirt because I'm going to save it for whenever I do a demo of it. I don't want to get it dirty in the meantime, so we'll just go ahead and turn this on. Notice how the 12 amp models, especially with the headlight, whenever you turn it on, because it's using so much electricity, the entire lights in the house dim. Maybe that's why they put the headlight on it, because the motor uses so much it dims your light, so they have to put the light on the front to make up for it. So, yeah. That's good, and actually sucked up something, probably from the Airstream. But yeah. Does have a little bit of a hiss on the wind down, very similar to what the Power Track had, although it's not nearly as bad. So I may need to. Now that could be the brush roll. It might not. It's not always the motor. Sometimes it's the brush roll. So I might need to. I mean, maybe that could just be the weather. So maybe like as this thing, gets closer to room temperature, maybe that'll fix it by itself. But if not, then I might just need to go in and oil the bearings on either the brush roll or on the motor, which is no big deal. I mean, I'll have to do that at some point anyway, because with how often you need to strip these things down to the motor to maintain them, it's kind of pathetic. But, it's part of the reasons why we also love these machines, because of the fact that they're so easy to service for when the time does come where it needs that. So, anyway, guys, I have a piece of glass in my pocket. It's weird. That's my newest vacuum, the Bissell CleanView 2 Deluxe. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to run it on anything, because after the demo for the PowerForce Helix, this will be the next one to go up, since this is my newest machine. And I think it's fairly safe for me to assume that if I did another poll, this would obviously win for the next machine anyways. So I'm not even going to waste my time with that. I'm sure you guys are more interested in this than the Power Track or the Dirt Devil Breeze, or even this CleanView. So, anyway, guys, I stretched this out into a super long video, but hey, that's what I do best. I just ramble on and on. So anyway, guys, that was the Bissell CleanView 2 Bagless Deluxe. Yeah, that's basically it. This is Intelitech Studios. I will see you guys in the next video, which will be the demo for the PowerForce Helix. So I'll catch you guys in that video, and until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.